Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chia. In today's video, we're going to talk about 7 things you're only going to realize when you're in an interracial couple relationship. I'm trying my best to be as objective as possible. I'm not saying every interracial couple should feel this way. So without further ado, let's just keep this video going. So first thing first in this video, of course, we're talking about language. Because if you guys are interracial or you guys are international, like my boyfriend and I, I'm Taiwanese, he is American. So of course, he grew up speaking English and that is his first language versus me. I started learning English when I was in kindergarten. My first language is actually Mandarin Chinese. During our conversation, in our daily life, there's gonna be some words I just don't understand. Whenever I encounter that, I would just stop and ask him. Also, this included expression. I'm trying my best to learn as much as I can. For example, like the expression from TV show or from movies or like from the internet articles. I was trying my best to pick up. The other day, he's been sick recently and then he texted me, I'm not feeling so hot right now. And then I was like, question mark, what do you mean? Because it's winter time, you're not supposed to feel hot. And then he goes, oh, this is the expression. It means that I don't feel that well. So I learned that and it's really cool because, I mean, how on earth would I think I don't feel so hot means I don't feel so well? You know what I mean? Because like, if you feel hot, in my world, it doesn't really mean that it'll feel well. And obviously, it's gonna be in reverse. For example, there's gonna be some phrases in Chinese that is like, I wanna say it during our conversation, but it doesn't make sense to him because he doesn't understand Chinese. For example, when we're like play fighting and when he hit me and I feel hurt, I will say, 很痛哎. And in Chinese, that expression is just like, oh my gosh, it hurt me really bad. I know the fact that although he wouldn't understand, but if I don't say it, it just doesn't scratch my itch, so I have to say it. And in the next part, we're gonna talk about reference. They know their TV shows and movies so well. For example, Alex, he will be like, hey, do you remember like Rick and Morty, episode 4, season 1, the first 5 seconds, Rick did this. And I'm like, how on earth do you have brain energy for that? He could just like flip through his library in his brain and like pick up like really random plot from really random episode. That's really impressive for me. I'm a girl who barely remember the main characters in the TV show I'm currently watching. So the second thing we're talking about, yes, it's really superficial. It's the body type. And then disclaimer again, I feel like this is a really sensitive topic and we should love all the body types. So for body types, a lot of Asian people definitely prefer like they have to be super pale, they have to be so skinny. I definitely care a lot more about my butt. I didn't even know that guys think butt is sexy. I didn't even know like butt matters. Like I'm a girl coming from like having no butt to like at least have something. I used to be like, I want to have like super skinny arms, which I already had. And I used to only focus on like, I want to have really skinny legs. That's all I care. Really scary skinny face, which I really did have. But no, like Alex saw my old pictures and videos. He's like, I'm not gonna date you if you have like that skinny arms and skinny face like that. I definitely prefer my look right now a lot more. And also one thing I'm really surprised, 9 out of 10 times they prefer butt than boobs. I don't know if that's true, but that's how I feel. At the end of the day, guys love both. They want some good boobies and good booties. So who's counting? So the number 3 thing we're talking about is the makeup and skincare. For a lot of Asian girls, they actually love the makeup that's like super light and super, I would say like almost like translucent. They definitely prefer like really peachy and pink blush. Because in Asian culture, giving yourself a little bit blush means like you have great energy. Your body is in a really good condition. That means your body is healthy. And they also want to present themselves in front of their boyfriends pretty much like never without makeup. I have heard of a lot of crazy stories, like they don't take the color contacts or like the enlarged kind of contacts. They never want to take off, even when they're asleep. Sounds really crazy to me. Makeup doesn't hurt at all. My understanding, and also in my situation, is that makeup means that you have some important occasion to attend. There's a night out with your girlfriends or basically going on a date with your boyfriend, that you can totally wear as much as makeup you want, but they definitely want to be able to see your face without makeup. And also a couple of things I've noticed after I started dating Alex is the fact that the guys here actually care a lot of details. Like for example, your manicure, your pedicure. Even just between like girls and girls, like cuticle is always important. So for me, I have really dry hand. Like I'm a dry skin person, period. Especially my cuticle and my hands are always so dry. During the winter time, it's cracking all the time. So I'll definitely have my hand cream. I'll have my body lotion like with me in my bag. I'll take it to work. I know that Aleks care a lot of like these details, but he wouldn't say it like to my face. He would be like, hey boo, I think we can get you some petty. And I go, what do you mean? Like, do you want to do petty with me? And he goes, I'm just saying, we can get you some petty. And I'm just like, if you want to let me know that I have really disgusting feet right now, just let me know. I'll go take care of them. When he's trying to tease me on purpose, he would just call me slay feet. And that's really mean and rude. By the way, Aleks, you are a rude person, but I still love you. Number 4, we're talking about the lifestyle and just life-related habits. First of all, even though the Asian will take their showers during the nighttime, and that's for the longest time my habit, I'm still a night shower person. Because I just feel like I cannot go to bed with my dirty body throughout an entire day. I was outside, I was sweating maybe. But this is kind of the thing that I also have changed during the time I'm dating Aleks. Since now I go to the gym actually more in the daytime. I basically shower right after I go to the gym. Does that make me a morning shower person? I don't think so, because I'm still used to showering at nighttime. But Aleks is like 100% morning shower person. He'll be coming in bed with me and I'd be like, hey boo, have you showered yet? You know, we've been out for a day. I don't feel comfortable, you know, being in bed like without showering. And he would be like, what are you talking about? I showered this morning already. And I was like, probably 12 hours ago. And he would absolutely not do it. He would be like, I'm just gonna go to sleep because I already showered in the morning, and if anything, he's gonna shower again the next morning. That's like one thing really different between my culture and the culture here. We just wanna wash off all the dirty, unclean stuff throughout the day. And people here, they shower in the morning time because they want to be refreshed in front of everyone. And the fact that Aleks is a morning shower person, it doesn't really bother me that much anymore. But sometimes I'll still be like, hey babe, maybe you go take a shower because you kind of stink. And also this is another lifestyle slash habit thing, is the dishes. I used to be a clean freak. When I was in San Francisco by myself, I would not allow myself to do overnight dishes. Like, I clean my dishes right away. If I finish a tiny bowl of yogurt, I clean the bowl right away. If I had a coffee, I clean the coffee mug right away. I had zero overnight dishes records before. But now, it's kind of a different story. I actually cook a lot more than I used to, so we definitely have more dishes. In San Francisco, before I met Aleks, I didn't really have that many dishes to do, so I really just cleaned right away. But now, we have salad, we have steak, we have appetizer, we have like so many different bowls and dishes and plates. So that's kind of the reason why. I'm not blaming Aleks, although that's kind of his habits too, but we are both like getting better. He's trying to get better, and I'm just trying to like limit myself that, hey, do not have too much overnight dishes situation. And then the next, we're talking about the sleeping habit. I'm specifically talking about sleeping naked. I was never a fan. I did not understand why. I am a girl who wears like hoodie to bed, I wear sweatshirt to bed, I wear t-shirt to bed. To be honest, I didn't really care what I wear when I sleep as long as it's comfortable. And for the longest time, I didn't know that's kind of ridiculous for Aleks, because he thought, who on earth would sleep in a hoodie? First of all, it's not comfortable, and second of all, it's not cute. Okay, feeling very judged. I don't know if this is too much information, but I'm just gonna spit it out. He sleeps topless and he only wears his boxer. He kind of just like gave me this idea of sleeping only with underwear is actually comfortable. Definitely like more sexy versus wearing a hoodie. Who am I kidding? But I'm still not used to it, so 99% of the time I'm still wearing something. But at this point, I've definitely had the moments I was like, I kind of want to try sleeping topless tonight, because first of all, it's really cozy already, a lot of comforters, blankets, and also Aleks is right next to me. I need to feel warm to go to sleep. I cannot sleep feeling cold, and Aleks is totally the opposite. So yeah, I think these 3 points kind of just summed up the lifestyle slash habits difference. Number 5, selfishness. Selfishness in this case, it's not necessarily negative at all. I think this is a totally different cultural thing. For example, in Asian culture, since little we're taught to take care of the entire group, to take care of everyone's opinion first, versus the culture here and the education here, you always take care of yourself first, and then if you are taken care of, you have the ability to take care of others. And this is actually a really good point that I have to learn better. I used to care about other people's opinions, feelings, like so much. I was to the point that I hated myself that I care so much about others, and I really have to get better about thinking of myself first, because if I'm not good, like how am I supposed to take care of others? I definitely learned a lot from Aleks. He's obviously the person I'm having a relationship with right now, and a lot of time during our conversation, or like, I wouldn't say like fights, but like sometime when it gets a little bit, you know, touchy, I will think of he is really selfish. I will be like, how can you just text me back just for like 3 seconds to text me back saying that, hey, I'm just hanging out with someone, I'll call you back later or whatever, versus you just give me nothing. That's like something he has the opposite perspective. He will be like, when I'm enjoying my time with my friends, that is my priority, to have a great time with my friends, and I don't want to check my phone, I don't want to be distracted. If I was the one who is having a great time with my friends, he wouldn't ask me to text back like immediately. He wants me to enjoy my time because that's for me, that's for myself. I should also have the right to just enjoy myself as much as possible in the present. I wouldn't really argue that it's a negative thing. This is actually something really factual. You should always take care of yourself first, no matter who you're dating, no matter what kind of person you're dating. You're the only person you're going to be with forever. So it's so important to be selfish in the sense of, if you don't take care of yourself first, then who's gonna take care of you? Sometimes being a little bit more selfish in a relationship, especially when both of you acknowledge that you are only getting better for yourself so that you guys make a better relationship. And that's actually really beneficial for a great, healthy relationship. Number 6. Getting in fights. So ever since I started dating Aleks, I know the fact that being rude and aggressive and just being really ridiculously unreasonable did not help at all. I think this is gonna be my formula. The first thing I would do is I'll point it out if anything I feel uncomfortable about what he did or what he said. And second of all, I'll let him know about how I felt about his action or words. And I think a lot of time it's just like how differently we think between guys and girls. Like, it's so different. You explain it to him why that makes you uncomfortable. A lot of time explaining definitely help at least like 30% of the entire argument. Number 7, dealing with the family and the parents. This one is obviously more of a cultural thing. I remember when I first met Aleks' parents, I was definitely not 100% myself. I was so nervous about it. I was definitely trying my best to be as careful as possible, because I did not want to come across the line to be like offensive or like rude by saying something I don't know is going to be rude. So I was definitely more on a quiet side. I didn't really talk too much. I was just like smiling all the time, just like nodding. And then I just heard from Aleks afterwards that they knew that I wasn't feeling comfortable. They wish I could be more comfortable about like being with them and also just be more of myself. In my culture, we're so used to be just, you know, quiet and just like really agree on whatever the elderly says, and really just try not to express so much of your own opinions and feelings. But it's totally the opposite here. I remember 2016 when we were in Mexico, the first time I was hanging out with his family on a vacation. I was really upset with Aleks, because there's a lot of like moments when no one can decide what to eat or where to go. And I'll grab Aleks to the corner and just tell him that, hey, I know there is this place we can go, it's really cool, or like we can eat this. Because I just didn't want to waste our time on doing nothing, and there's like still no conclusion after all. So I would just grab him to the corner, I tell him whatever, and then he would be like immediately turn to his parents and say like, Chia thinks we can go to a steakhouse. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, what was the purpose of me grabbing you to the corner? That's the only reason why. I didn't want your parents to hear that. And then he would be like, why are you frustrated with me? And I told him for the longest time in my culture, like, we were not allowed to be as expressive as I can be right now. And he's like, oh my gosh, it's totally another case in here. If you have something to say, just say it. Everyone would actually appreciate if you say something. If you're being moderate about it, you're totally fine. Again, because that in our culture is like, we try not to express our opinions, especially around the elderly, especially when there's family and parents. Like, they always get to decide it first and then comes to us. That's pretty much our first remarkable fight that's like cultural difference related, and we both learned. And also, one thing that's really different for me is that here, I will call Aleks family by their name. In my culture, like, we will call them Mr. Juan or like Mrs. Juan, or that's the way for us to show our respect for someone. Here, I can just call Aleks family by their name. I don't have to say like Mrs., Mr. It's just too weird. So that's like one thing really different. Alright, so that sums up today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you are in an interracial relationship as well, please comment below if you agree or disagree with this video. And also just let me know if there's any questions people give you about your relationship. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on my Instagram. Alright, so until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye!